what's up everybody? Onepeg here. So a couple of quick things. The first is that Dark and Darker has been delisted yet again. This time from the Epic Game Store, and this time also without any DMCA. The second is that there's supposed to be a Tavern Table, the thing that's run by Odin, where they're going to do a Q&A with Terry and SDF. But first, we'll talk about the delisting. If you are relatively new here, or if you are watching me because you're interested in this, just little cross-promotion thing. I uploaded a video about the game Disco Elysium that took me like 6 weeks to write. It's hundreds of hours worth of effort. I think I'm doing a pretty good job when it comes to these video essays or summaries or these long storyboarded kind of things. I really like writing them. And I think I'm pretty good at the writing side of things. I'm really, really enjoying it. So if you guys wouldn't mind watching that or any of the other stories that I've been posting and just give me some feedback. Let me know if it's like running too long, if it feels like a long run-on sentence, if you feel like I could write it in a more engaging way. I would love some feedback on that stuff because I'm really trying to make some cool, engaging content to rope you guys in for stuff that's more than just like news videos that end up being a flash in the pan. So Terry and SDF, I guess, ends up posting, "Hello everyone, we regret to inform you some unfortunate news. Epic Games has decided to delist Dark and Darker from the Epic Game Store." He goes on to talk about how they believe that it's because of this ongoing legal dispute and that Nexon put pressure on Epic to have the, I guess, game removed. But he goes on to also say that it seems as though the paid version of the game is still available on Epic, but the free version isn't, and that's it. I went on to Epic, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can find that anywhere. If I type in Dark here and hit enter, there is no Dark and Darker listed. If I type in Dark and Darker and we hit enter, it only lists Sunless Sea and some other games, and Dark and Darker, even the paid version, is no longer available on the store. I do want to mention here, just to, I guess, diffuse a rumor or like put everybody's mind at ease. When it comes to games that get delisted on the marketplace, if you already had purchased the game, you'll still be able to log in and play it. They aren't keeping you from being able to play the game that you already own if something ends up being delisted. Think of it kind of like how Rocket League used to be sold on Steam and now it's not. But if you want to log in to play Rocket League on Steam right now, you still can. It's the same thing with Epic. At least as is my understanding, the only time that a game gets completely taken off a marketplace is if there's something like wholly illegal included in that, like child pornography or something absolutely insane. But obviously Dark and Darker doesn't fall into that. So secondly, this also seems like it's got something to do with the trade secrets thing. Now, I want to be completely clear, and this isn't me like trying to glaze Iron Mace or anything like that, but there are two things being argued. One is copyright and the other is trade secrets. In the United States, our laws work differently than how it works in Korea, although there is some like recognizing that goes on between each jurisdiction. So even though Epic is a US company, if Korea is talking about trade secrets, which doesn't have to do with stolen assets, by the way, trade secrets are more along the lines of like, they wouldn't have been able to assemble the pieces and parts in the ways that they've been assembled had these guys not worked at Nexon in the past. That's basically what this means. The assets themselves aren't being stolen. It's more like the knowledge that they have accumulated. Think of it more like they violated this non-compete agreement. And that's really what they're, I guess, leaning into. Again, I haven't seen any transcripts of Korean courts and I am not an attorney, but I'm just trying to like logically think my way through this. That's kind of how I've taken this, but that doesn't mean that assets were stolen. In fact, they haven't been found liable even in civil court of anything having to do with copywritten material. It's only this trade secrets thing that has to do with like knowing the formula, if you want to think about it that way, or violating their non-compete clauses as to why they've ended up being fined. Now on to the community announcement side. We're happy to announce our second episode of Tavern Table, which is happening today, March 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. As of the recording of this video, that means it's in about 5.5 hours. I don't know if I'm going to be live for it. I will definitely be watching it and taking some notes, but because I'm a fucking boomer and I try to start my day around 5 a.m. Eastern, I tend to try to get in bed and pass out by like 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern, and I just don't know if that's going to give me enough time to be able to like be live and do all the bedtime ritual stuff that I need to do, take sleeping pills and like that kind of garbage, and then, you know, obviously get to sleep. I'm trying to get good night's sleep these days, you know, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I've decided it's important to me, and I'm you know, I'm trying to be healthy, you know, like I'm trying to get my ass in shape. I'm actually starting to look kind of good now. So I'm trying to keep it that way. I don't know, man. I'm rambling. I'm not trying to like toe the line. I would like Iron Mace and Dark and Darker to be a successful game. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just blindly backing them or anything. I'm just trying to explain like why things are happening the way they're happening. I hope that Epic, because there is no DMCA, I just want to be very clear. There is no DMCA, at least that I am aware of. It sounds like Nexon is just kind of putting pressure onto Epic without any type of legal stuff being filed, and they're listening for whatever reason. But there is no like DMCA filing being made or anything like that. And it looks like that's why it's being delisted. But in terms of like legality, I don't know how legal it is. I have no idea. I guess maybe Epic gets to decide who's on their marketplace and they can just say whatever they want. I really don't know. I obviously will keep you guys appraised. If anything new happens or if anything else comes up, I'll let you guys know. And obviously when it comes to this this broadcast, I will do my best to summarize it and let you guys know what I think and what we see. Okay? All right. Thank you guys very much for coming and checking out this video. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your eyeballs, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.